General na yenya leo.
السيد وزير الدفاع وكل الوزراء الحاضرين members of parliament الجمهور الكريم الحاضرين كله السلام عليكم. I'm humbled to be called and talk on behalf of Wargazal and to pay homage to a hero, David Majur, whom I know very well. He's a friend of mine. I came here personally to give my condolence. Kin Madam بتاعت مرحوم سبقني بشجاعة بتاعتها. الدموع اللي كان عندي أنا مسحتها because you left behind a great woman, a hero, a heroine in which I strongly believe she's going to take care of the orphans that marhum, and with the help of the system. I would start my talking with kalam with Bishop Isaiah, and Isaiah was advising that this is just prayers and we should not talk things that can excite people to conflict. This is prayers not only for Majur, and it is prayers for all who were in Nasir. Nobody is talking of how many people who have died in Nasir with Majur. I'm sure the force is not less than 1,000. Most of them, Asama Marufum away, Walaktar al-Mad, they are represented by David Majur. So, Kalma Bitai, Bamshil Wazir Difa. Ana Semito on Wednesday that Majur has been posthumously promoted to the rank of Lieutenant General. I would have done otherwise, personally. Because the most important thing for a hero are medals. You people have forgotten to give Majur the medal of heroic deeds he did. And I ask you, put it down and inform the president, the family deserve all the 5 medals we have, military medals we have. And also all the soldiers and men who were in Nasir should be honored. They should be promoted if there are those alive. And if there are those who have died, they also deserve promotions after death. Even given medals. Because what had happened to Majur Nasir is a lesson that all the armies, and especially the SSPDF, must learn a lesson from. The death of Majur is just exactly like the death of General Gordon in Khartoum. Gordon died while seeing the boats that were coming to extract him from Khartoum. He saw them, but they could not rescue him. The same thing, Majur died while the boats were in Ulang, and they were unable to come and rescue him. And I'm sure our forces in Ulang, our forces in Nasir did not surrender to anybody. They deserted. After they knew that the boats were not coming, this where they knew that they not Haja Jai. For whoever الزول الفكر على إنه يدي دعم للناصر using boats. This is a tactical and strategic crime in the army. In the army, there is accountability. Any wrong command that is responsible for the death of so many people should not be said, Malaysh, Unazma Kalam. If we are to have an army, call an army in southern Sudan, whoever was responsible for fiasco of Nasser must be subjected to accountability. Accountability is important. Because in Semina and Kalam Anas, Semina and Vice President, pointing a hand to Riek Machar, and Semina and Mustashar, Al-Awwal Rais, confirming that Jesh al-Abyad Riek Machar. We heard from the Minister of Defense confirming the same thing. We heard from Chief of the Army, Al-Ibnu Huma Bi'arf al-Amliya al-Masha Nasir, whoever ordered it Huma Bi'arf. Lokulu Jarai. I said al-Wazir, we heard that there are generals in prison. The few politicians, Gabadon, Bimodwab, and Nasir, we don't want this thing to be politicized. If there is Minister of Justice, we should be seeing them investigating those who were responsible for the problems and the mood of, and the death of these young people. Take my word to the President that the demand of the people is that there must be a thorough investigation to fiasco of Nasir. Nasir sabab hajar katir. People do not even talk of 500 that were slaughtered some few days ago by Jesh al-Ugloj, you know? There can people coming from Mars were the Junubin. Or people are not talking because they are Nuer. Manuer are Junubin ya Jamaa. Shunol kala dam Saria. Munu ya karasalo. As all the rest of Nasir Lofifi Juba here, there is nobody above the law. You must go in. As all the rest of Nasir Shanim Shebao, Kamsa Alif da wala Kumsumia da must take responsibility for the death of these Southerners. They are our brothers. So in my conclusion, all that we need is justice. And for justice, if there is justice, we will not be fighting among ourselves. And I need to conclude that we fought for the liberation of this country. And it must be made clear that anybody still carrying gun fighting the new country called South Sudan, whether it is being commanded by a PhD holder or a general from the SPLA or SPLM, I say still fighting, he is a terrorist. Galwang and Gadiak Nas are terrorists. They must be declared. Anybody with a lawful gun, whether he is a Dinka or a Toposa or a Bari, we must all agree that these are all terrorists, and we must all understand there are ambassadors here. If you need peace in this country, whoever is carrying a gun, we need to support the resolutions of the House of Representatives who have decided that anybody carrying a gun in Southern Sudan must be declared. And we call to Trump, Ayizol Shahil Silahin is a terrorist and must be fought. Assalamu alaikum.